Polycasters, and welcome to another edition of, oh no, this is not another edition. Hello, oh, don't make me laugh. Hey there, Polycasters, welcome to another edition of the Meownica Show. Sorry, all my went berserk. Are you all out of the shot? Oh. If you've noticed, and if you try to use them with some of our custom elements, you'll... The wrapper is going to take these inputs and make them pretty... Guys, I forgot what this demo did. Do you have tape? Why don't you just tape it to my back? Oh, look at that! I have an argument called birthday that is in the right format, which is a thing that the server wanted to... Look at that! I have an argument called birthday that is in the right format, which is a thing that the server wanted to... And that's how you can, God damn it, this is never gonna work. In the comments below, or you can find me on Twitter, @NodWaldorf. Thanks so much for watching. I forgot everything. God, this is hard.
So I thought this was going to be a disaster before that happened. Great. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the second day of this amazing Polymer Summit. I was super nervous about this. Oh my God, that is Matt. Matt does these things to throw you off. Welcome. I am your MC for the day. I've never MC'd before. It's going to be a disaster. Please be nice to me. I have to remind you of things. So all of the videos from yesterday are already on the YouTube channel. So if you've missed everything, you can go and watch them again. I want to remind you of our community guidelines because we want to make sure everybody's going to have a good time today. Our code of conduct is posted outside. It's posted on the website. If you have any feedback or if you notice anything wrong or anything that's happening well, you can give us feedback. Any of the speakers, people whose faces you've seen on the screen, or any of the staff, they're wearing black shirts or white shirts. I'm running out of breath. So now to tell us about the state of the internet today is Dion. So to introduce the speakers, I've been asking them for fun facts, and Dion's fun fact, which is a dubious fun fact to begin with, was that he was a national chess champion when he was 12. And I was like, sure, sounds great. Only about an hour and a half, he came back later and he was like, I made a mistake. It wasn't chess, it was Scrabble. So no, I'm concerned he doesn't remember his first 15 years of life. So give it up for Dion, everybody.
Hi guys, how's everyone doing? How was day one? It was fun? It was fun, right? Great, thanks a lot. I want to say thanks to Matt for giving me the opportunity. It's great to be back home in London.
Awesome. Yay! That was really, really awesome. I'm super excited for all of you to use the editor service and the plugins. We've been testing it on the team, and it's the kind of improvement in development workflow that makes you not just more productive, but happier, because it removes so much frustration in day-to-day development. I mean, I personally want feedback as soon as I can get it, and I want to see my mistakes as soon as I make them, and this is exactly what this delivers. So we're really, really, really excited about this. We hope you are too. And that concludes our tour of tools. We have a lot of changes coming up that we hope will make you happier and more productive Polymer users. And with projects like the extensible analyzer and linter, we hope to serve the entire web components ecosystem. This is something that's really important to us. We think interoperability is a huge strength of web components, and we hope to push that forward as much as we can. You might be wondering when you can use all this. So as you saw, some of it is available today. The CLI is in beta now. The IDE plugins are in preview now. And the new linter and bundler will be in preview soon, available through the CLI. And then we're going to be working on NPM and Yarn support very, very soon. All right, that does it for us. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day.
Thank you so much to the tools team, without which our lives would be so much harder. We have a little break now. We have a code lab on building a Polymer and Firebase PWA. The tools team will be in the Ask Polymer Lounge, so make sure you go talk to them to find out about all the cool things that they talked about. If you're on the live stream and have nothing to do for half an hour, watch some Polycast. Figure out why I was cursing so much. Rob usually doesn't. See you all at 11:30. These entrances are really spoiling me. If I ever have to do this again and they don't do a light show before I have to open my mouth, it's going to be really tragic. Next up, we have Chris and John from Comcast. So I recently found out that Comcast has been using... So Comcast is, if you don't know what they are, they're a big internet provider in America. And we've recently found out that in production, they've been using Polymer since Polymer 0.3, which is kind of bananas, because that way be dragons. And I found out that on their first night here, they went out to eat beef Wellington at a pub, which is actually, as you do, and they drew the Polymer logo on a dollar bill and they stuck it to the ceiling. So if you go to the Grenadier, please look up for the Polymer logo. Give it up for Chris and John, please.
All right. Good morning, London.
Hello.
Okay, I told the people in the front, they're like, good morning, London. Thank you. I'm Chris Lorenzo.
I'm John Riviello.
And now we have to share the beef Wellington story. So when I travel, I don't really set goals for myself as far as where I'm going to go eat or what I'm going to go see. I usually leave that up to my wife. But unfortunately, due to some poor planning on our part, she's currently 8.5 months pregnant.
So this is customer performance metrics, where it's more tailored about how it's working for our customers. So the first one is time to remove skeleton. So when you saw the skeleton state, and when the products come in, that's how long it's taken. But not since you landed on the page. Since the first network request came to our site, it's rendered, painted, and then removed that skeleton. How long's that taken? So we can tell our product owners, okay, we can say it's within like under 3 seconds-ish, that they will see products from first trying to land on that page. And then there's time to load paginated products. So this is when you go, right, I've clicked next, I'm waiting for the spinner, and that's removed. And we can have metrics on that as how long it takes them. So, to summary, I went a little bit fast, I'm sorry. I hope that all made sense. And there was a lot in there. But I just want to kind of summarize these things. Invest time into reusable, accessible, tested, granular components. And what that'll help you do is promote code reuse. Your developers will be able to find this code, adopt it, and not reinvent the wheel every time you create something. This also helps for design and experience consistency. So your site works and behaves the same each and every time. It also allows you to abstract complexity away from your applications. So because you've put all of this testing and effort into these small little components, your applications don't need to have as much coverage. Plug and play components straight into your application, so you can spend more time on customer experience, collecting and understanding customer-focused metrics, and do the fun stuff. You don't want to reinvent the wheel every single time. No one wants to write fetch or XHR requests multiple times. You can use that component and plug it straight in. I thought of a really nice way to summarize this as we're in London as well, which is if you look after the pennies, the pounds will look after themselves. And thanks for listening. That's me, Robin.
I thought that was a perfectly reasonable speaking space. It's time for lunch. Yay, food. Be back here at 2. The speakers will be in the Ask Polymer Lounge around 1:30 so that we give them a chance to eat. Come say hi. I still have Polymosaurus stickers if anybody wants them. See you at 2. I did it. I timed it right. I came on stage at the right time. Welcome back from lunch, everybody. How was lunch? You're awake. Oh, my goodness. Next up, we have, welcome back. Next up, we have Josiah and Josh, and I have fun facts here. Josiah lives on a mountain and is a blacksmith. Like, he actually makes things out of metal, which is amazing. I only do that in video games. And Josh roasts his own coffee, which if you haven't before, apparently can do in a popcorn maker. And on the side, they run USA Today and give you the news. So put a hint together for Gannett.
All right. The first thing you'll notice is that why did they send the completely opposite height people here? It was mainly to confuse the cameraman, so they have to zoom and zoom, and so we're just gonna stand next to each other the whole time. I don't like to call it short, I like to call it vertically challenged. There's a lot of benefits of being vertically challenged, namely that I can just fit in the trouser press.
That will sort of work for this one. Look at that. But it won't work for this one because it's nearer the top left corner than it is the top right corner, and so we actually want to account for it whichever one's the max. Do you see what I mean? We either kind of go, you're going for the left corner or whichever one you're nearer is the wrong one. Go for the other one. So what we can do is we can say, let's have two new variables because why not? Rx equals math.max midx or window.innerWidth minus max, no, midx, there we go. Same goes for y. Y, there we are, height minus mid-y, and then dunk, Rx, dunk, Ry. Does that all make sense? Hopefully.
Maybe. You do the math.
There you go. 1, 2.
That looks good.
They both work. They're customizable. We've done some showbiz. We're all out of time. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Get out of here.
Hey,
my stage.
It's Minika.
Make your site faster. Make your site faster. It isn't fast enough. Well, that was absurdly excellent. We have a break now. There is a code lab on building custom overlays by Valdrin, if you are interested in that. And we'll be back at 4:15. See you soon. Welcome back. Last talk of the day. They gave me a fancy mic now. Our next speaker doesn't really need an introduction. He gave us service workers. He gave us PWAs. He was in Glee Club as a child, and they were called the Ambassadors. Please give it up for Alex Russell.
So that last thing about the Glee Club is completely true. It was called The Ambassadors. It was in Carmel, Indiana. If you've seen the TV show Glee, it's basically that. The joke was that it was 30 suburban brats and a perfectionist, and it was completely correct.
I have sort of two things we still need you to do. So there is a survey already in your inbox. This really helps us improve and figure out what we need to cover next year, what we need to do better, what we've done really, really well. It's very, very important. Please do your best to take care of that. The other thing is just, use Polymer. Talk about it. Share the talks that you saw today. Build something. Put it in components. Go on Slack. Talk about it. Go on Hacker News and deal with that. Which, I can't ask you to do that, really. That's too much to ask of anyone, except Justin occasionally. They all laughed. But anyway, thank you so much. Watch the survey. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but thank you very much. We'll be here for a little bit, and see ya.